I can't say it Hello, I am Sam Aldridge. I am the artist who is doing public art here. At the moment I'm touring Modernist movement, which is a Barbara Hepworth sculpture scaled down into 2/3 the size and transported around the city. I chose the sculpture because it's one of the few kind of 60s monumental sculptures in the city, and it's a sculpture by Barbara Hepworth, who's obviously really famous, but it's not really well known that it exists in the city. Over the past 40 years it's kind of blended into the architecture of the city, and I wanted to kind of revitalise its kind of aesthetic and like kind of break it away from the kind of structure it sat there for 40 years and transport it around the city so it can kind of almost see the sights that are around and can have an influence on different spaces to see what that sculpture could look like in other places. My version is in no way as well made as the original, and it only hints at some of the features. I mean, it's a basic shape of the work, and the work has curves in the holes and different like texture on the surface, and of course it's made out of bronze, whereas mine's plastic. It does seem almost like a child of the original, not in a weird way, but in a kind of in that it's kind of a rebirth of it, or like a kind of freer, newer version of it. There's been a varied reaction from the public, wondering what it is. You know, you get a stare of like a confused look, or people walking by. I kind of like that idea that you kind of put more confusion in people's minds rather than kind of answering a question for them, so they kind of go past and wonder what that was and go away not really sure, but intrigued or confused. When you put things in the public, you're always going to have a varied response, and you're going to have people who are interested in and open to art, and then people who are plain blank not interested at all. And especially when you go into places like the city centre, where there's a lot of people who go by, and you kind of unleash the work into that space, then you're never really sure what people are going to be doing. And obviously you have to be prepared when you do that to expect anything from them and expect any reaction, whether it be someone going, oh that's rubbish, or I don't know what that is, or going and pushing it down. I mean, yeah, you can have people who do come along and see something else in it, or see it as kind of, they think it's like an advertising for some kind of event, and then you explain, well, no, but I guess kind of yes, maybe it is.